Nexora mining has been my go-to cloud mining platform for the last 4 months now, and they actually have an app coming out for Android which I'll be using for this video. Now unfortunately I don't have an ETA until the app comes out to the public, but as soon as they get everything squared away with Google Play, that's how it'll be released. They don't want to put out an APK because that's not as professional. They want it to be Google Play, you want to be able to use your debit card, and everything will be transparent. They've been expanding their facility as they've grown, and Matt gave me a little sneak peek into their new expansion. You can hear the Bitcoin miners running, but as far as transparency goes, Nexora has it covered for sure. And to start, you can see that I now have 502 terahash, which pushed me into the silver tier. So if we head to the little tab on the top right and go to tiers, you can see that my production commission went from 20 to 15%, which is a 25% reduction. And then you look at the 15% discount when you use a referral code. I went from 20 down to around 12%, which is a lot in my opinion. So let me show you what that means with APR. So Bitcoin is a little bit down as of the making of this video, and you can see that with operational terahash, and you can see there's 628 available as of the making of this video again, that APR is 34.24%. But if we change this to 500, which will put you into the silver tier, give it a second, and it'll put me at 36.35%. And that's at Bitcoin at 85,000. So if we're, hoping that Bitcoin eventually goes back up, let's put it at, 155,000. At the silver tier, we're looking at 142.49%. So at the end of the day, we're looking at low 30s up to, well over 100%. Difficulty will change this, but really at the end of the day, we're just kind of betting on whether Bitcoin keeps going up as it has historically up until now. And another way to up the APR, and I'll show you actually that I have some of this pre-sale terahash, where you won't get your mining power for a whole month. And you can see there's 3,544 terahash available. Originally there was 10,000, so there has been quite a bit of this sold. So let's go back down to our 85,000. So when you use the pre-sale terahash in the silver tier, I'm now to 41.75%, and let's bring it back down to 1 for the bronze tier. And that'll have us at 39.29%. So you can see even at our current Bitcoin price, it does make a pretty big difference buying the pre-sale terahash. And as I just said, I bought some pre-sale terahash. So let's scroll down and I'll show you. You can see 261 terahash per second, which is over half my terahash. And I spent $3,053, which is less than my total of $6,271. So you can see how I have a lot of savings. But as I said before, it took 30 days for this terahash to go through. And you can see that I bought it on October 9th. And I've had it for about 2 weeks unlocked, and I've had about a 1% APR, a little bit more than that, which is still pretty good even at this lower Bitcoin price. And if you scroll up and go to all time, you can see that I've made $557.35 worth of Bitcoin. And there's actually a new promotion out where terahash is even cheaper. Matt has made a relationship with a miner fabricator, and they're able to sell their terahash at $10 per 1 terahash per second. Now from what it looks like, these miners should be available in about 4 weeks, and it's first come first serve, meaning it's not going to be ready for 4 weeks, so you buy it 3 weeks from now. Well, if the spots are already filled up, it's going to come to the people who bought it first, obviously. And what's happening is, that video I showed you at the very beginning showing that expansion. Well, he's making another expansion specifically for this. And you saw my APR was at about 37%. So if you take off, 15, 27%, that's going to put it well into the 40s. And how to join it, you have to go onto the Discord, go to the support tickets tab, and then open a ticket. You'll have a 15-minute call with Matt, which is completely free. You guys will go over the strategies, figure out this is something that you want to go through, and just note that there is a minimum purchase of 10 terahash to join the promotion. And 2 more things to note on this. There will be a private tab that won't be, you go to my miners. And like I was showing you before, you'll see the terahash per second, you can go, there's all these settings. Well, there'll actually be a completely different tab for this promotion. And what I think I'll do in about a week or two is do a tutorial, go do the support ticket, and I'll show you the private tab and the allocation of terahash that I'll have. And the second thing to note is because you're not buying it directly from the website, you can talk to Matt and there could be some alternative payment options that you can make if you don't like, using Bitcoin or USDT or USDC and sending it over, crypto channels. This could be an option for you to get some cheaper terahash as well as a payment that you might like better. But anyway, I'll have Nexora Mining's Discord in the description. Go on there and Matt should be able to help you out. One last thing I want to show you real quick is if you go to my wallet, you can see that I have 715,000 sats, almost 716,000 sats. So my plan is to get to 1 million sats and then I'll do a new withdrawal to a Coinbase wallet. But that's pretty much it. Bitcoin has definitely taken a hit lately, but you can see I'm earning 7,468 sats a day. And if you think Bitcoin's going to recover someday, these are going to be worth quite a bit. And the new 25% I got off of my commission is definitely going to help my APR overall. And as soon as there's any update on the app, I will let you know as soon as possible, I promise. And one thing I do have to point out is that this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and please do not invest in more than you can afford to lose. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend. I do my best to find the best crypto and Bitcoin apps out there and break them down as well as I can. And if you want a free and easy way to support the channel, please use my Nexora Mining referral code that you see on the screen. It gets you a 15% discount on your commissions and helps out the channel get these videos out as fast as possible. And if you find value in these videos, I did open up memberships for $1 a month. I don't take any sponsorships for any cloud mining apps to keep these as unbiased as possible. And whenever I get a new member, it definitely makes my day. But I just want to say I do thank you all for watching these videos. I hope Bitcoin recovers and we all can make a ton of money together. And until next time, I'll see you up in the clouds.